and foremost a father. I have a beautiful wife and 8 children, and my sons have all served or are serving in the military, the ones that can. I just retired from the military back in December. I'm a combat soldier. I served in Iraq, and I also supported during Operation Desert Storm. So how many Desert Storm veterans we got out there? I see 1, 2, 3, yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. Awesome. I've seen a lot of transition in my time as a vet. But I'm foremost now, instead of a soldier, I'm a patriot. Because I see the problems that we have in the country. And nobody is going to do anything about it unless it's us. There's no great rescue. Folks, I'm telling you, there's no great rescue that's going to come down. No hand from heaven is going to come down and change things. But that hand of heaven will actually come and support us doing it.
Amen.
I'm here to tell you. Do you want to be ruled or do you want to be governed?
Governed.
Which one is it? Ruled or governed?
Governed.
How do you feel now?
Ruled.
Do you feel like you have a representative there? It's easier to rule people than to govern them. And once you get people in the habit of being ruled, it's easier for them to be ruled than to be an active participant in their government. Government is something we should participate in as soldiers, or as citizens, okay? As a soldier, I didn't get to do that. They wouldn't allow us to. Do you find it easier to be ruled? Is it easier when somebody just tells you what to do and you do it?
No.
It's difficult to those of us who love freedom. It certainly is. To be ruled means to act on the direction of a ruling body. And I want to tell you, it's becoming an aristocracy. There are certain families, there are certain classes of folks in the United States that think they are more privileged than others and get themselves into elected office and basically hold it over us. How many of you realize that the majority of people in the United States do not pay taxes? Anybody realize that? The majority of people do not pay taxes. The extremely wealthy and others. The middle class folks, which are us, we get stuck with that burden. Let me ask you something. Back in the Tea Party days, what did we have a Tea Party about? Anybody know? Taxation, without representation. How about the opposite of that? Have you seen that happen lately? Have you seen representation without taxation? Yeah, it's happening right now. There's a lot of people in our country that pay absolutely no taxes and have better representation than we do. Let's go over the Bill of Rights really quick. Everybody knows the first one, right? Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. I'm going to go through them really quick. A well-regulated militia being necessary in the security of the free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. I'm here to tell you, the moment that it gets infringed is the moment we lose as the people.
Yes.
We lose it. No soldier shall at any time be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. Now, later it became a thing called posse comitatus, which said that we can't use our own troops against our own people. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. How many of you are all for the Patriot Act? You're all for it. You know that the Patriot Act will allow them to listen to all your phone calls.
Yes.
No matter what. And you say, well, I'm not a criminal, I've got nothing to hide. What if they start using that information for other purposes? Easy enough to do. I'll tell you, they do it. You know, they start looking for keywords in what you say, and then they start looking at it and go, hey, what if this person's evading taxes? What if this person's involved in this or that? Did you know that your name may be on the terrorist watch list, and you have no right whatsoever to know if your name is on the terrorist watch list? All you'll do one day is you'll show up at an airport and try to fly somewhere and they won't let you. That's how you'll find out. Powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. What does that mean, folks? Do we know?
Powers of the federal government are few and defined, and its powers of the states are infinite and many.
Exactly. States have the ultimate power, like Ronald Reagan was saying. What's the one power they have over you that they love to use? Taxation. That's it. When all else fails, tax it. It's like giving drugs to a drug addict. It's like giving alcohol to an alcoholic. What are they going to want? More. All we're asking is to have somebody responsibly use the money that we've given them. Responsibility, fiscal responsibility. Do you feel that your money is being responsibly used? No. We don't have a leader. Have you heard Obama make one speech anything like a Ronald Reagan speech? I haven't even heard him make a Bill Clinton speech. Bill Clinton at least hit the note when he said, hey, it's the economy, dummy, right? And, you know, he was right. The average citizen thinks that their votes don't matter either. You talk to the average citizens, well, whatever party I vote for, it doesn't matter. Everything's the same. Well, I tell you, we need to get a little bit more radical. Maybe we need to be thinking about, maybe the party is not what we need to be thinking about all the time. Maybe we need to be thinking about the individual versus a party. Now, they said earlier that you were joking about the liberals being here. I hope at the next Tea Party rally, half the people there are liberals. I really do. I want them to be. A lot of these people have given up on the country, right? You talk to folks, they'll say, oh, I don't like the taxes. I don't like this, I don't like that. And I'll tell you, if I gave up on my country, that would invalidate everything I've stood for my whole life. All the service I've given as a father, as a veteran, as a community leader, it would invalidate everything I've done if I just back up and give up. I'm going forward. I want to go forward with you. I'm going to get involved. Thank you.